Hello, and welcome back to our weekly insights into all things health and fitness. Now, today I have some more common questions that people have asked about on the internet, and I'm giving you my opinion and my answers about health and wellness. And I'm sure there are probably some questions that you probably have asked yourself. If you've not, I'm sure they're things you've probably thought before. So the first question is, apart from daily workouts, what else can I do to look after my health? Now, as important as workouts are, I think it's really crucial to understand that the reason of why we're exercising. So we are exercising, I hope that most of you are exercising for your overall health. So by exercising, by doing certain type of exercises, cardio, you're improving your heart health. So that's one thing. By working on your flexibility and your mobility, that is improving how you move and, looking at fixing those aches and pains. By doing weights, that is improving your strength, and it's going to help give those people that toned look that you're all looking for. Now, when we combine it all together, that is what our workouts are and what our classes involve. But the important thing is, it's not only those types of exercises are working on those things, but not only those things. Having exercise is, they say that it's just like better than any antidepressant that you could ever be prescribed. So not only does it help keep us happy, we're being surrounded by friends, we're having interactions with other people, it's helping manage our stress. So there is so much more to exercise than just looking to lose weight or to be skinny. And I think it's really important to start thinking about why you're exercising. Are you exercising for those reasons? And being more intentional about what your exercise that is. So yes, it is important to make exercise a daily habit in some form or some way. And again, it all depends on what your goal is. But other than exercise, what else can you do to look after your health? The number one thing that I would be thinking of apart from exercise is obviously your sleep. Sleep is massive. It is something that is really underestimated as to how important our sleep is. And lots of people I hear lots of people say, it's okay, I can last with hardly any sleep. And I'm sure you can. I have no doubt that you can do that. But how much better do you feel when you're well rested? When we are tired, we tend to be more irritable. We make poorer decisions. We tend to, we kind of have that I can't bothered attitude because we are so tired. So you're more likely to be going for food that is quick and easy. It's probably, maybe not going to fuel you in the best way. And it is a cycle. And, we really do, it is recommended we have 7 to 8 hours of sleep a day. The more hours that we have before midnight, the better. I aim to be in bed by 9, asleep not that far off it. I'm not perfect every day, but I really do try. And the more that, I've done it for years. I have reminders on my phone of when to start to wind down. The more when I don't get enough sleep, I know how crap I feel. And for me, it's not worth it. I also understand that there's this kind of balance of when we get to sleep, when we get, you might have, like kids or work or, and you want to have that little bit of time on your own. And I get all of that, but I just want you to think getting that extra hour or two on your own at night, is that worth feeling crappy for the 16 hours during the day? It's up to you to decide, but I would really look at your sleep and making sure, look at your sleep routine, look at, are you getting a good sleep? Like you might be sleeping, but are you actually getting into a deep sleep? Are you actually feeling rested when you wake up? So, the best indicator is when you wake up, do you feel rested or do you feel like, oh my God, I'm just so exhausted still? So our sleep, to balance our overall health is what I would be looking at. The other thing is your food. So, you know, if you are looking to lose weight, food is like, you know, it's 80% what you're putting in your mouth. You know, prepping, planning your food, making sure you're having a diet high in protein, you know, which is going to help you build muscle. But again, your specific diet is according to, you know, depending on what your goals are. But we do need a balance of your macronutrients. So that's a balance of your protein, fats, and carbs. And it's, you know, it's really making sure that we are eating a diet that is fueling our body correctly and making us feel better. You know, and we all know it, you know, like when we eat crappy food, so, you know, lack of sleep, eating crappy food, that cycle just flows. And I really believe like what you eat shows on the outside. So, you know, all these people doing all these things for their face and their skin and everything else, well, you know, you still need to look at it look after it from the inside. So if you're wanting to look at your overall health, like I said, your nutrition, your food is 80% of, you know, and I also really believe in that we can prevent, eliminate lots of diseases and all of those things from what we're eating. Now, you know, everyone's different, and that's why I do like to follow macros, because you can balance them towards you. But it's just making sure the less processed food, the better. As we have evolved, we are now at a very, very fast-paced society, and we are more fast-paced than what we've ever been before. As a society, you know, lots of different things I've read, and when you really think about it, we're not actually getting healthier. There's more autoimmune diseases, there is, you know, more different ills. Yes, they have, you know, antibiotics and all of those things, but there is more cancers, there's more of those things around than ever before. And I think lots of it is due to our very, very fast-paced society. Now, you know, it's looking at the way that things are produced, and we tend to be so busy that we're like, what can I get that's going to be quick, you know, and we're just looking for those things. But mostly, you know, companies are out there to make profit, so they're looking to make things that are going to last longer on the shelf. They're adding fillers and everything else to make the food cheaper and to bulk it all out for you. So you know, just strip it all back to basics. The more things that you make from scratch, the more things that, you know, there's less processed food, you know, the better for your body, and you will automatically feel better for it. Shopping, you know, they suggest stick around the outside of the shops. You know, stick around the outside of the shops. There's not a lot of need to go into those center aisles, and those center aisles generally is the thing that's filled with more preservatives and, you know, more things. So I, a few months ago, just stopped buying, you know, I was buying all those kind of lunchboxy snacks things for the kids, and I've just stopped buying them. They can have fruit. And I've just slowly transitioned them, and they've actually been fine without it. And it also adds up. And I've just stopped buying all that stuff for them. I obviously got into a phase of laziness, I think, and we all do it, and I've just stopped buying it. So look at your food, you know, outside of your exercise. That's what you can also do. Self-care. So self-care is a really, really big word, and people think that self-care is going for fancy spas or having facials or any of those things, and that can be a self-care thing, which is great, but it's looking at self-care and stress management come together. So it's looking at what can you do to help you to help keep your cup full. I come across so many people that are busy and they have all these other demands, work and everything else, and they're forgetting to put themselves first. Now, the thing you've got to remember, when we're in an airplane, what do they tell you to do? You need to put your mask on first. So if you are not okay, you are not going to be good for anyone around you. You are not going to be good for your parents if you are having to look after them. You are not going to be good for your work or your children or your friends or anyone else that is around you if you are not good within yourself. And it's a big lesson that has taken me a long time to learn, and you do really need to put yourself first. And putting yourself first does not mean you're selfish. It means that you're prioritizing your self-care. Now, instead of saying, well, I don't have enough time to fit this stuff in, I want you to reframe how you think, and I want you to say, how can I make this possible? So for things that I do that help me with self-care is, I've put in my handstand class. That's just something that I really enjoy, and I enjoy the challenge. I have a sauna. I enjoy going in the sauna, sitting in there. I enjoy a spa. So that's things that I've incorporated over the last few years. I meditate. So it is something that helps me calm. I listen to guided meditations. And throughout the years, when I've listened to them and not listened to them, my day always runs smoother when I put them, like the guided meditation, into my life. So it could be 5 minutes. So I really make that a priority. Beach walking. So I know not everyone loves the beach, but the beach is my happy place. So making it to the beach and prioritizing having that little bit of time just to walk on the beach, have your feet in the sand, that is something that I really, really love. And for so many years, I would tell myself, I can't get there, I can't do that. But that was just my old way of thinking. And I reframed my thinking to how can I make it happen? And I just had to. I could make it happen multiple times a week. Now, the thing is with this self-care, it's important to do the self-care not when things are bad, but you've got to do it when things are good. Because when things get bad, or you hit a speed bump, or life gets that little bit even busier than what it already is, which it happens to all of us, your cup is already full. Cup is full. If life gets busy, or we get whatever stuff thrown at us and your cup is empty, you've got nothing to come for. And I know myself when I have not kept that cup full, I'm snappier, I don't have as good a judgment, and I'm not as great a mum, and that's not what I want to be. So prioritize some self-care for yourself. So exercise is really important for so many other things, but alongside of exercise, there are, we can look at these other components of your sleep, looking at what we're putting into our mouth, and prioritizing self-care and stress management. With self-care and stress management can kind of go together, but another way with stress, we are more overwhelmed as a society than ever before. But stress, there are things that you can control, and there's probably more things in your control than what we realize. So I recommend to write a list. What are the things that are stressing you out? And look at how things you could prioritize or what you could change. It's something I did a few years ago, and I realized there was lots of things I could actually change. One thing was timing. I was booking people too close together, not giving myself enough space because I wanted to make everyone happy and try to fit it all in. Another thing was, the school pickup. Again, so that went with timing. I was trying to be in too many places at once. So they were all things that I could manage. I learned to say no to a few things. So, just write the list out, and you'll be really surprised that there are some things that you may be able to change to help manage your stress. Okay, so that was our first question. Our second question is, I'm feeling sore. What is the best thing to do? So if you're feeling sore after a workout, there is a thing called DOMS, okay? So it's delayed onset of muscle soreness. Now, feeling sore isn't an indicator of if you've had a good workout or not, but it is something that does happen. So DOMS would be so you would, let's say we exercise on a Monday, you would probably find that your sore day would be Wednesday, so the second day, and then by the Thursday, you should be recovered. Now, if you find that you are not recovering, I would look at what you're doing after your workout. So what are you eating? There is a window of about 2 hours. Whatever you eat in the 2 hours after you exercise is what is going to help your muscles repair. Remember, when we're exercising, our muscles are tearing and then they're repairing, are stronger and leaner than ever. So if you go out and you don't eat after, you're giving your body nothing to help it repair. if you aren't prioritizing water. You know, you need your water to help you repair too. So look at what you're eating after you work out to help you repair in that way. And especially if you are finding that you are just not recovering as well. The worst thing you can do is to do nothing. So if you were sore, years and years ago, I had somebody that she did a class, she felt really sore and she went to bed for 3 days. I don't even know how you could go to bed for 3 days, but that's what she did. And that was probably the worst thing she could do because everything just stiffens up. So you actually need to keep moving. So keep moving, keep the body active. Walking, swimming, all of those things. So keep your body moving in some way. Yoga, stretching, all of those things. So do not do nothing because you are sore. And start to take note of it. Look at your cycle. Is that influencing how your recovery is? Get to know your body more and start to understand it. So, if you are feeling sore, do not do nothing. Stretch it out, move more. I have people all the time that they feel sore and then they think, I'm not going to come. And then I go, no, we will alter everything to suit you. So, I've had people that have come and we've just spent the session stretching and they've left and they've felt so much better for it. But if they did nothing and they didn't come, you are going to just delay and that soreness will linger even more. So just always remember, keep moving. And water is so important. We underestimate how much water we drink. You need an extra liter of water for every hour that you exercise. And most people are already not drinking enough water. If you drink coffee, coffee dehydrates you. Lots of people get up first thing in the morning and they have a coffee and they've not even had any water. We use a liter of water to sleep. So, you prioritize your water. It's going to help you recover. Okay. So the next question is, how can I build an exercise plan? So I want you to think about when you're thinking of an exercise plan, it's really good to have a goal. So what are you looking for? What are you wanting to get out of your workout? And what is your goal for coming? And it's really good to reassess. And as I keep reminding everybody, I offer monthly check-ins. You and me, one-on-one, is part of your membership. So do the monthly check-in and we can check your progress and, help you building an exercise plan. So I would really be, when you're thinking of building an exercise plan, again, it all depends on the goals, but you've got to look at the components of fitness. The components of fitness that are there, combine it with your food and everything else, so it's really, first thing is really think of your why and what you want. It's important to exercise. It's important to exercise and make daily movement part of your routine, but sometimes it's really nice to have a goal and have something that we want to work on. I know you already have good habits of having exercise in your routine, but think about what you're looking for. So let's say somebody is looking for weight loss. Okay, so I'm just going to give you a guide of weight loss. So if I was looking to lose weight, number one would be making sure that I'm moving more every day. So research shows that if you move multiple times throughout the day, walking or whatever, or multiple times throughout your day, moving more, it's better than doing a concentrated, like sitting all day on your bum and doing a concentrated hour's walk. So our bodies are designed to move. If you have certain watches, they tell you when to stand and when to get up. So know that you need to move more. So look at your steps. If you have a watch that tells you steps, if you don't have a watch that tells you steps or anything like that, this is what I'm doing on a day. I need to add a little bit more in. So, start seeing how you can move more. A 20-minute walk here, a 20-minute walk there, anything. So look at the daily movement. Daily movement is underestimated so many times. Okay, so that's one of the things that I would be looking at with weight loss. Now, the classes. So I would be making sure that we are doing strength focused classes. So any of the classes that are at 5 a.m. in the morning, 9 a.m., or any of the 4 p.m. drop-in circuits. Any of those classes, 5 a.m., 9 a.m., 4 p.m. drop-off, they are all strength building classes. So those classes have all the components you need. They have core mobility, they have your flexibility, they have cardio, and they have strength. Okay, so they're all in a different way, and we change them up so often to keep your body challenged. So making sure that you are choosing at a minimum 3 of them a week. Now, when you are doing them, it's when you're at the gym, it's making sure that you are getting the most out of the time that you're here. So a few weeks ago, I encouraged everyone to lift, a couple kilos heavier weights of what they were already lifting, and they could all do it. So it's making sure that you are challenging yourself. If you are coming, and it's lovely that we all chat and talk, but if you are coming and talking the whole time and you are not getting your heart rate up, well then, we're not challenging your body, and a result is going to happen when we challenge our body. So I would be looking at building there. I really like having things written down. So I like to have things written down and to see a difference. So say our Build Strong class, which is a Tuesday morning at 5 a.m., we work on the same thing for 6 weeks. So in those classes, we are really looking at building muscle in that type of session, and we focus on the same things. We focus on technique, heavy weights, low reps, and progressive overload, and making sure that by the end of the 6 weeks, you'll be maybe doing a few more reps or maybe lifting heavier. And that's how we get the change. The muscles have to tear and then they have to repair. So again, I'm just giving you an example of someone that's looking for weight loss. Okay, and then you'd look at your food. Like I said, it's 80% of what you're eating. So you can't just come and think, well, I've done a workout. I've come at 5 a.m. I've done my workout for the day. I don't need to do anything else. We've got to combine all of these components together. But remember, that's what we are here for, to help you combine all those components together. We only see you for 1 hour a day if we are lucky, so we need to help guide you what you can do all the rest of those hours. So, your food is a massive component, so again, that's very individual, but it's understanding that your food is 80%. So, it's looking at how are you fueling your body, how are you fueling your body? What is right for you? What can you do, according to you? And we can all help design that for you. But it's understanding all of those components together. Not to underestimate how important it is to have a rest day. So having a rest day is just as important as a workout. So we don't need to be working out every day. How important doing some of the Move Strong classes. The ladies that have been doing those sessions have come so far in other components of the classes because they've been spending the time working on those more intricate muscles in the Move Strong classes. Wednesday, we have a core and flexi fit. So that is a class that works on your core and your flexibility and your mobility. So that is also an important component. So look at how maybe you could try one of them a week, and it's getting those, looking at those, how we're moving and looking at that stuff. Now, if all of that, you're like, I can't make it to classes, again, we will guide you and you can do more things at home. Remember, little intervals of stuff frequently throughout the day adds up. So, so it's really looking at, when we're looking to build an exercise plan, I think it's really important to revisit what our goals are. And I love revisiting goals. I'm constantly revisiting our goals. And do you know what? I need accountability. So I need somebody checking in on me and asking for me. And remember, that's what we're here for. So if you don't ask us, we don't know. So look at those things and, book in with me to meet, in your monthly check-in, look for that. And, let's check on what you're wanting to, and let's start chipping away at your goal before the end of the year. So hopefully that has given you some insight. You might have had some of those questions before. I've got lots more on my page, so I will keep chipping away at them and bring you some more in the next few weeks. All right, if you have any topics you would like me to talk about, please bring it up with me and send me a message and let me know, and we'll talk about that then. Okay, I love yous and leave yous. Bye.